Good morning, watchmen and watchwomen of YouTube. So the question is what? What is the real reason that many preppers will perish? Well, one good thing to clue you in on is if you see some stupid thumbnail picture on a video like the one you've seen here. Yeah, I did that on purpose because it seems to be a very, very popular way to get people's attention, and so everybody just keeps copying it, right? So that is why I copied it. I copied it to actually mock it and to kind of give you a clue of a good indicator of when you are going to run into a bunch of crap, essentially. So, don't fall for stupid things like those thumbnail pictures where somebody writes something down and holds it up on the camera. That's goofy, okay? And that's just not a personal opinion. Look, they are doing it because it works, because it garners attention and people click on it, right? That's why they do it. So here at the Watchman News, we often get people upset at us. I make a lot of enemies. I really, truly do make a lot of enemies. And it's not just because, I'm a bad guy, because I'm not. I wouldn't be here helping and trying to help since 2014 if I was some super evil villain, right? But I will say this. How can you survive SHTF when you can't even bear to listen to the truth? That's a question that I think each and every one of us needs to ask individually. How can you survive SHTF when somebody can so easily offend you just simply because they're being honest, because they're being real? Okay? And I know a lot of people might say, but Watchman, you say bad things about people that I like. Look, I don't give in to the cult of personality. I never will. I absolutely never will. Life is not a popularity contest. Now, I know the masses want to play it off that way, and I know it works for so many people, but in the end, we're talking about SHTF, are we not? A popularity contest isn't going to get people much when they're starving. That's a fact. Don't fall for the cult of personalities. I am telling you. I will not lie to you. I will not mislead you just so that you'll be loyal to me. It's not going to happen. There is probably a 100% chance that if you watch our channel long enough, I'm going to make you upset. Because there is going to be something that you had either been taught by tradition or just a personal preference or something like that I am going to come just like a grater across cheese, right? I'm telling you, it's just the way it is. That should be an indicator to you that you found somebody that's not worried about telling the truth. Should be. Should be. Let me tell you something. The Father is about to pull down on certain people and channels that claim to represent him, but are madly in love with the world and money. Right? It's going to happen, mark my words. I've called out many, many things, and there's a reason I've been able to call it out, that whether it be my inside source, be actual people on the ground, or whether my inside source is Father Yah. Okay? Our channel, we don't talk about biblical things a whole lot. I'm not told to. I'm not told to make that a focus of the channel. But the Father will bless me with information. He does it all the time. I'd say almost daily. He blesses me with information of some kind or another. I get blessings all the time in many, many, many ways, right? I'm telling you, the channels that are out there right now that are becoming bold and pompous because their numbers are huge, because they're selling wares that's making them quite a bit of dough, I'm telling you, be careful. They're misleading. I did a video last night, and I can pull it up real quick. It won't take me but a second. Let me pull this up for you, and I'll put it on the screen. I did a video last night, and let me get this link. And it's awful crazy because the information that came out today from a particular channel information that came out was false information. It was misinformation. And it was put out there to instill fear, because those who instill fear get clicks. It's a fact. Those who instill fear get clicks. We are not going to do that. We are not going to be a channel like that. As a result, this is what we get, right? The video that I'm talking about that we did is right here. 17 views. 17 views. And I put that out last night, right? And I realize that we're not a huge channel, but the thing of it is, people aren't interested in the truth. And people that are doing that are actually harming themselves and everyone that they try to inform. Okay? So it's ridiculous what is going on. And again, it's people that are madly in love with the world and money. Man, the good book says a whole lot about that. Now, I know a lot of people might automatically come back and say, but Watchman, you just made this big, move to Patreon, right? You're asking for $2 a month, right? All these other channels, they're asking for $1 a month. Well, that's true. And I struggled with it because Patreon asks, they recommend $3 a month, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. But I did go with $2 a month. Not why one? Because my time that I put into this is unbelievable. It truly is. I'm having a hard time getting my other work done that I'm doing for other people because of all of the time that I am putting into this. Ever since we started Patreon, man, I'll tell you what, I have been dedicating a good part of my days. I really, truly have. And, the fact of the matter is, we just want to purchase equipment. We just want to be able to better provide for you. Okay? The camera that you're viewing me through from right this moment, that was bought back in 2015, I do believe. I think it's a Microsoft Cinema Cam or something like that. And the thing is junk. I hate it. I absolutely hate that camera. And it's just a webcam, and we bought it used. And yeah, we would like to have a little better webcam. I talked about getting an Osmo Pocket. Don't even have to have the new version, the Osmo Pocket 2, but an Osmo Pocket. That way I can film things like when I start doing more, how-to things this summer and whatnot for all of you, that you don't see me walking, going up and down, right? That's why. Equipment, right? Could use a good microphone setup to record audio for when I am outside and doing things on the move. It's one thing if I'm sitting here at the desk and I got the studio mic, which, by the way, is a generic BM800 studio mic. I don't need to replace it. It does fine. But I do need to, to do something better with mics when I'm moving around out and about. So, yeah, that's what it's going to. I'm not asking people to fund a ton of money for things that they're never allowed to see, right, so that I could actually build my own personal situation. I'm not asking for that. Absolutely not. Folks, the reason why you don't see me on camera forward is because I've got 2 teeth in my head. And I know I've talked about this a few different times. I've got 2 teeth in my head, right? And you have no idea how bad I would like to have a set of false teeth, to have the trash that's left in here pulled out and have false teeth so I could go out in public and not think that everybody's looking at me like I'm a meth head, because I'm not and never have been. Okay? I would like to come on camera for all of you, right, and show my ugly mug, but I can't, because the conversation will go from what we're talking about to, oh, God, look at his teeth, right? Because that's just society. But I'm not asking for that. I'm not asking for donations to go to the Watchman News and give me a bunch of donations so I can get some false teeth. I'm not asking for that. I'm not. So I have no problem asking $2 a month over on Patreon. I don't think that that's being in the love of money, right? In any way, shape, or form. It's just not. It's not in any way, shape, or form. Look, the only way that we can stop this misinformation is to stop taking it in. That's the only way we can do it. That misinformation is going to cost so many people's lives. It is. I've heard somebody, I'm not going to point out anybody in particular, but I can't tell you the amount of times I heard somebody incorrectly describe a solar system and how it works and how to put it together and whatnot. Have no clue of it. Right? And so what's going to happen is people are going to go out and they're going to get these systems and they're going to hook them up wrong and they're going to burn up their equipment. They may not be able to afford new equipment or whatever the case may be. And it's ridiculous. Folks, I will not come here and talk to you about things that I do not know and understand. Like last night when I talked about the TeamViewer software. I literally have it running on my computer right this moment. I mean, yeah, I know it. Well, I better not bring it up. Hang on. Here it is right here. Right? This is TeamViewer over on this screen. And I know you, on the right screen, I know you can't see it very well. That's it right there. TeamViewer running, right? It's always running. I always got it running. Why am I not scared? Because I actually use the software. I know a thing or two about it. I'm not just out there just blah, 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 about stuff that I know nothing about. That's misinformation. And it's wrong. Any way you slice it, it's wrong. Why do people do it? Because of their love for the world and their love for money. See, I don't care if you like me. I could care less. I could care less the amount of enemies I make. I could care less. I'm not in love with the world. I despise this world. I can't wait until the Father returns to set things right. Man, Roy Potter the other night said something that really, really, truly hit home. And I had an experience. And in that experience, what he described was perfect. And I'd never heard it described that way ever before in my life. And I doubt I ever will again. But this is what he said, and I can quote him on this. When God calls you, he does something very specific. And in that process, certain things are purged out of you. There are changes that are made. And he goes on to talk about obedience and about how you're made obedient. Folks, that is why I come here day in and day out telling you the truth, whether you like it or not. Whether it's something that will get people to unsubscribe or not, because of obedience. I am obedient. You don't hear me say one thing and then talking out the side of my neck. Why? Because I'm obedient. I have that foundation, the true foundation. That's why the Father stays in contact with me. Absolutely. And I know that. And I don't want to break that because I need him. I need him. I honestly don't need the people that come and subscribe and stuff. I don't. And I don't say that to be mean or to be counterproductive. But I'm saying that because it's real. I need him. And in order for me to keep him, I can't lie to you. I can't mislead you. I can't fall for being madly in love with the world or madly in love with money. I can't. I can't. So I'm telling you, a lot of people are going to fall because of this misinformation and for improper leadership. People trying to do what somebody else is doing. I have long said, do what is best for you. Don't copy me. I can give you ideas. I can help you along. But don't copy me because that can get you in trouble. That's why I'm not out trying to be a cult of personality or the leader of a cult of personality. I'm here to be me and I'm here to help. So if I can help, I'm here for you. You know, I would ask you join us over at Patreon. Why? It's not for the $2 a month. Man, I separated the wheat and the tares. We're up to 5 patrons over there now. Currently, we have 5 patrons. We're growing. It's slow. I don't expect it to be fast. Right? And I'm good with any way that it goes. Why? Because I'm obedient to the Father. He's first, not money. Anyway, I really, to get back to the point, really think that this is one of the biggest reasons why preppers are going to fail and why they're going to fall. Because the just rampant amount of misinformation out there. And you need to be able to identify it and discern it and stay away from it. I'm just saying. I will ask you, I don't very often ask you, I will ask you to share this. If this message resonates with you, please share it. Please share it. Because if any time is important to get the truth out there and to cut through the misinformation, it's right now. It is right this moment. So if this message resonates with you, please share it. The best thing you can do to prepare others is to arm them with the truth. That's a fact. The best way to help others fall is to arm them with misinformation. Another fact. The truth is the best hope for survival and the survival of humanity. Let me repeat that. The truth is the best hope for survival and the survival of humanity. Let's go out there and spread some truth and some light. With that, hope everybody has a great day. As always, God bless you. We love you. Be one with your spirit. And shalom.